One, when did the event take place? Where did it take place? How long did it last? How many people attended? What happened at the event? How often does it take place? What is the aim of the event? What did people buy, sell, and eat?
And eat. So these questions are for this, for the Sharjah World Book Fair. So let's read. We're going to read today the paragraphs of the fair to remember. Kelvin, read the first paragraph about the World Book Fair to remember what were we talking about.
Last week, the Sharjah the World Book Fair took place in Sharjah, in the United Arab Emirates. The Java World Book Fair last, last, lasted lasted 10 days. The Sharjah World Book Fair is famous all over the world. There were over 1,000 publishers from many different countries at the book fair. Thousands of people visited the book fair.
Yeah, lasted and famous. Lasted, famous. Dariani, the second. The book fair had. What did it have?
The book fair had lots of different sections, including section for children's books. Most books were in Arabic, but there were some books in English. Lots of different writers came to fair. There were several activities for children. There was also a lot of delicious Arabic food.
Yeah, perfect. And Kelvin, the last. The Sharjah World Book Fair.
The Sharjah World Book Fair takes place every year. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Wasemi, president of the Sharjah, visits the book fair. The aim of the book fair is to encourage young people to buy and read more books. The books are not usually very expensive.
Yeah, they are not expensive. So we are going to answer today the questions about the book fair. The first question says, when did the event take place? When did it happen? When did it take place? Let me erase this. When? Here is here. When
Last
did it
week,
take? The last week, it's exactly, it says here on the first sentence, last week. It took place the last week. So we're going to answer using the past. The past tense of take, took. It took place last week, like this. And where did it take place?
took place in Sharjah.
In Sharjah. It took place in Sharjah, in the United Arab Emirates. Sharjah with H at the end. Sharjah, right? Like this. Then, how long did it last? How long did it last?
Lasted 10 days.
It lasted 10 days. Yeah, that was the duration. It lasted 10 days. Like this. When I say it, I mean the book fair. How many people attended?
Thousands people.
Thousands, yes. It says here, thousands of people visited the book fair. So, thousands of people attended the book fair. Book fair, like this. And what happened at the event? What happened there?
Mm,
Tell me.
The president went to the book fair.
The president went to there have many things happen. One of them, the president was there. There was a lot of delicious food. Many writers came to the fair. There were several activities. There were many activities. What else? People bought and sold books. There were many different sections for children's books. So I would say there were many activities. There were many activities. Activities like this. How often does this event take place?
Every year.
Every year. It says here, the Sharjah World Book Fair takes place once a year, every year. It takes place every year. This question here is in present. Look, how often does it take place? So I answer using the present because the question is in present. The number 6 and the number 7, they are in present tense. What is the aim of the event?
Encourage young people to buy and read more books.
Yeah, it is. It is to encourage young people to read and buy books. Like this, I'm going to write it to encourage here. The aim is to encourage young people to buy and read books. And what did people, the number 8 is in past. What did people buy, sell, and eat?
The people bought books and they sold Arabic food too.
The Arabic food, here, there was also a lot of Arabic food, yes. So people bought and sold books and ate Arabic food. So yeah, these are the questions and the answers. The number 6 and 7, they are in present tense. How often does? What is the aim of the event? So they are in the present form. Let me send you this. The questions with the answers. And I have for today, in this page, 6 sentences, but we have to complete the sentences. It's incomplete. Look, in this part, the number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences, incomplete sentences. And we have to complete them using the words from the paragraph. For example, the first one, there were publishers from different countries. There were
over 1,000.
Over 1,000. Over 1,000 publishers from
many different countries at the book fair.
From many different countries. From many different country is countable, so I say many. Then people visited the book fair.
Thousands.
Thousands of people visited the book fair. The book fair had different sections.
Lots of,
many, a big quantity, lots of different sections. Books were in Arabic.
Most
books were in Arabic, but there were books in English.
Some books in English.
Some of them were in English. Different writers came to the fair.
Lots of.
There were activities for children.
Several activities. for children.
Several.
Oh.
Here, there were several activities for children. So these expressions are used over, many, lots of, most, some, several. These are expressions to talk about numbers. For example, many, lots of, it's a big quantity. Some, it's not too many, like in the middle, a few. Several.
Several.
There were several activities for several. It's like not too many, but not too few. Ni muchas ni poquita, ¿bien? Una cantidad moderada. Several. Several activities for children. Lots of, it's many, it's a lot of. Over, it's more. When I say over is more. More than 1,000 publishers, over 1,000 publishers. So in this paragraph, en este de acá, this paragraph here, tenemos ciertos detallitos. Vamos a, Oriana, can you read the paragraph? Read the paragraph of the carnival in Rio. That says last month. Are you there? Wait, let me see who's here. And Oriana is not here. Alejandra is here. Alejandra, last month, the carnival in Rio.
Okay. Last month was the carnival in Rio. Thousands of foreigners visited it. A number of events took place during the day, but the most took place at night. There were several visitors from all over the world, a lot of fireworks. Over 10,000 people watched the procession, and most of people in the town took part in the dancing. It was a great event.
The words that are here underlined.
What?
These words here that are underlined, they have a mistake. Do you see any mistake here using the words underlined? Any mistake?
Several.
Several.
Several is with the letter S? No, it's with the
No.
letter S. So several.
Thousand.
Most of. Notice lots of.
In which one? Which sentence?
Most of.
The most. Here. Over 10,000 people watch the procession, and most of people. What's the mistake here? Tell me.
Lot of.
It's not of. It's most. Most people. That's it.
Okay.
Not of. For example, here, in the part that says most books were in Arabic. You don't have to say most of books. No, most books. Here, most books were in Arabic. No, most of. No, most books. That's it. So most people in the town took part. What's the mistake with 1,000? What's the mistake here?
The letter S.
The letter S. Thousands. Thousands of foreigners. Thousands, or you can also say, if you're going to write it in singular, you have to say 1,000. 1,000 or thousands, but 1,000 like this, no. Like this. What other mistakes?
But the most.
A number of events took place during the day, but what's the mistake here?
But most.
But most.
But most.
But most, not the most, but most took place at night. And here, and lot of fireworks.
Lots of.
A lot of.
You can say a lot of here, a lot of, or you can say lots of. Another possibility here. Lots of, like this. Lots of, a lot of, like here. Now let's, Alejandra, read it one more time, but with the corrections. last month?
Mhm. Last month was the carnival in Rio. Thousands of
Foreigners.
it.
Foreigners.
Foreigners visited it. A number of events took place during the day, but most took place at night. There were several visitors from all over the world, and a lot of fireworks.
Mhm.
Over 10,000 people watched the procession, and most people in the town took part in the dancing. It was a great event.
Yes, thanks.
Um,
Is there a word from here that you don't know? From
Prof,
all
teacher, over 10,000, notice 10,000.
over
No.
in which one?
Mm-hmm.
In which sentence?
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000 is also possible, yes. Over 10,000 people here, yes. Over 10,000, más de
For people.
over 10,000 people. Puedo decir más de 10,000, 1,000, miles. Ambas, todas están bien. All of them are good. You know what is this? Foreign here. A foreign here.
Explain.
It's a person that is not from the country. It's extranjero. Foreign here.
Mhm.
A person that is not from the country. So yes, well, we have here, you have the answers here on WhatsApp. I just send them to you. And I'm going to send you these two with all these quantities. Language focus, writing in numbers. Wait. This. And for today, yesterday we did this activity here, the questions, the past tenses, the weather. We were reading this, the storm chasing, all of this. And for today, para hoy, podíamos hacer esta, pero esta la voy a dejar para el final. Para hoy vamos a leer un párrafo más, one more paragraph, is this one. Es acerca del clima, es acerca de las nubes. Es bastante interesante, tiene palabras difíciles, ya se van a dar cuenta, pero es interesante. It's about the clouds, que son las nubes. Las nubes tienen diferentes nombres, no todas se llaman igual. Vamos a hablar de esto. We're going to be talking about clouds, and we're going to be doing these activities. So clouds. Let's see, what are clouds? What are they? Let's see, Oriana. Do you want to read the definition of clouds? What are they?
Yeah. Clouds are usually made of droplets, water, and sometimes ice crystal. They start as an invisible gas called water vapor, and the water vapor produces clouds. When the temperature of the air is the dew point. At this temperature, the water vapor becomes liquid water. This water collects on dust particles in the air and makes the clouds we see. If clouds form on the ground, we call them fog.
Yes. Well, let's see. What are clouds? The clouds are made of drops of water. A drop is this. Drops of water.
Gota.
Yes. On a penny, no. This, drops of water. Like this. This is a drop of water. So the clouds are made of drops of water and ice crystals. Ice crystals is this. Crystals. These, the ice crystals. These. And it says they start as an invisible gas called water vapor. And the water vapor produces clouds when the temperature of the air is at the dew point. Dew point, punto de condensación, the dew point. At this temperature, the water vapor becomes liquid water. This water collects on dust particles, partículas de polvo, dust, here, dust particles, these ones, polvo, dust particles, and in the air and makes the clouds we see. So all of this is the definition. It's scientific definition. And if the clouds form on the ground, si las nubes están en el suelo abajo, decimos que se llaman, they are fog. The fog is this, neblina.
La niebla.
Yes, is this, fog. Is here, that's fog. So yeah, this is the definition of the clouds. But where do their names come from? Let's see, where do they come from, Dariani? Where do they come from, the names of the clouds? Because they have different names.
Yeah. Before 1800, clouds didn't have names, and people didn't understand them very well. The names we use were the idea of an English chemist called Luke Howard. He studied clouds in his free time, and he suggested Latin names for them in a scientific paper in 1082.
802. 802. And this chemist, the CH sounds like a K, chemist, yes. And 1802. So the clouds have different names. They have different names. I mean, this cloud has a name, like the others like this have a different name. Depending on the form, they have names. And the English chemist, Luke Howard, he gave some names for the clouds. Let's see what are the names of these clouds. Kelvin, what type of clouds are there? Read this one. And Alejandra, this one. What type?
Howard classified clouds into three basic types.
Basic types.
The first is called cumulus.
Mhm.
It's big, tall clouds with a clear shape.
Mhm.
The second type is called stratus, long, flat clouds. These are the flat clouds that make the sky gray on a cloudy day.
Mhm.
The third type is called cirrus, thin soft cloth like hair and the highest cloth in the sky.
And the highest? Clouds.
Clouds
Uh-huh.
clouds in the sky.
Clouds, yes. Well, look at the three different clouds: cumulus, stratus, and cirrus. I think it's Cyrus. I think it's Cyrus. Let me see. Cyrus, word reference, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Cyrus? No, Cirrus. Wait. Share this out. Let's see. But I don't have. Well, but the pronunciation is here. Cirrus. No, it's C. It's not Psy. It's C. Cirrus. It's like you said, Kelvin. Let's see the different photos. The first photo.
What is Cirrus?
Is the name of the cloud.
Oh.
In Spanish is the same. Cirro. Cirro es el nombre de la nube, así se llama. Cirrus. Cumulus es otro nombre. Stratus, creo que en español es el mismo nombre. Cumulus is a big, tall cloud with a clear shape. Let's see a photo. Cumulus. This is this one. Okay, this. They have a clear shape. Las nubes que tienen la forma están bien formadas, son grandes, están muy arriba. Clouds like these ones. Like this. Those are cumulus. The stratus, they are long, flat clouds. Let's see the difference. Stratus. Like this. Stratus. Son, dice, alargadas, como delgaditas, y son las que hacen que el cielo esté como gris. Son estas. stratus clouds. Son diferentes a las cumulus. And the other ones, cirrus. See a photo of cirrus. Like this, cirrus. These here. Se fijan que son diferentes, no se parecen entre ellas. Capaz a la que estamos más acostumbrados es como esta, cumulus. This one. Here. Cada nube, depende de la forma, tiene un nombre. Aquí hay cumulus, stratus, cirrus. Alejandra, the last one. He then used.
Okay. He then used combinations of these names to describe clouds in more detail, and used the Latin word nimbus, meaning rain, to describe a rain cloud. A common example is the cumulonimbus, the cloud of storms. Meteorologists start using Howard cloud names and continue to use them today.
Yeah. Another name for a cloud, nimbus. Nimbus is a rain cloud. Let's see. Nimbus cloud. It's a rain cloud. When it's going to rain, you have nimbus. And the other one, cumulonimbus. No? Yeah, cumulonimbus.
Yeah.
Cumulonimbus, it says the cloud of storms. Let's see a photo. Cumulonimbus. The cloud of storms. Yes. Yeah, the clouds have different names, as you can see. I have here a glossary with a drop, una gota, dust particle, una partícula de polvo, ice crystal, you know, and invisible. Oriana, can you read the glossary with the definition of drop, dust particle, ice
Yes.
crystal, and invisible?
Drop, noun. A very small piece of water. You see water drops when it rains. Those particles.
Dust
Particle.
particle.
Dust particle, noun. A small piece of dust. Dust collects on things in your house when you don't clean it. Ice crystal, noun. A very small piece of ice. Water becomes ice at 0 Celsius. No, 0 degrees Celsius.
Degree, yes.
Invisible, adjective. If something is invisible, you can see it.
Yes, thanks. Well, I think it's really interesting. It's a bit difficult because it has a lot of names that we don't use. Like, I don't know, vapor, fog, maybe all the names of the clouds. It has names that we don't use, but it's really interesting. Do you want to read it once again to practice the reading? Or
Okay.
yeah? Yes?
Yeah.
Let's read again. Oriana, you were reading what are clouds, the definition. Clouds are?
Clouds are usually made of drops of water and sometimes ice crystal. They start as an invisible gas called water vapor. And the water vapor produces clouds when the temperature of the air is at the dew point. At this temperature, the water vapor becomes liquid water. This water collects on dust particles in the air and makes the clouds we see.
Yes.
If the clouds form on the ground, we call them fog.
Fog. And here produces in plural.
Okay.
Perfect. Then Dariani was that where do their names come from? Where do they come from?
Before 1800, clouds didn't have names, and people didn't understand them very well. The names we used were the idea of an English chemist called Luke Howard. He studied clouds in his free time, and he suggested Latin names from them in a scientific paper in 1802.
Thanks. Then we have Kelvin. What types of cloud are there? What are the types?
Howard classified clouds into three basic types. The first is called cumulus, big, tall clouds with a clear shade. The second type is called stratus, long, flat clouds. There are the flat clouds that make the sky gray on the cloudy day. The third type is called cirrus, thin, soft clouds like hair, and the highest clouds in the sky.
Yeah. Howard classified in basic,
Basic.
not basic types. And this word here, the pronunciation of the past tense, it's cold, like this, cold, this, cold, this,
Okay,
cold. Thanks. And Alejandra, the
thank you.
last one. He then used, what did he use?
He then used combination of these names to describe clouds in more detail, and he used the Latin word nimbus, meaning rain, to describe a rain cloud. A common example is the cumulonimbus cloud, the cloud of storms. Meteorologists start using Howard's cloud names and continue to use them today.
Yes, thanks. Perfect. So let's do this. Let's answer this. The first question, what are clouds made of? They are made of what?
Ice crystals and water drops.
The drops of water. They're made of drops of, it says here, drops of water. Drops of water and sometimes ice crystals. Yes. So they are made of made of drops of water and ice crystals. What is water vapor? What's that? Water vapor. What's that?
Invisible gas.
An invisible gas. Yes, here. This the water vapor becomes liquid water. This water. No, but where is it? They start as an invisible gas called water vapor. Invisible gas. Here it's an invisible gas. What happens at the dew point? What happens there?
Oh,
What happens at the dew point? Tell me, do you remember?
no.
That it said at the end it said, and made the clouds that we see today. Dun, dun, dun. No?
They
Can we
create
see?
temperature. They create. They se juntan.
They create the clouds that we see today.
Becomes liquid water.
Exactly. Here.
Ah.
At this temperature, at the dew point, here, don't know what happens at the dew point. At this temperature, the water vapor becomes liquid water, and this water collects on dust particles and makes the clouds we see. So yes, all of this. I'm going to write just the first part. The water vapor becomes liquid water. The water vapor becomes liquid water. Why is changing this? Wait. But it's with you. Vapor. And then, before we can see clouds, what does water do? That I think that Yanni said it. Before we can see the clouds. That collects in the air.
Particle.
Look here. The water collects some dust particles in the air. The water collects some dust particles in the air. What's the name for the clouds that are on the ground? That Oriana said.
Fog.
Fog. And what did the chemist, Luke Howard, the famous chemist, he suggested what?
The names.
The names. And the names in which language?
Latin.
Latin. He suggested Latin names for the clouds. So all of these are Latin names. Cirrus, Cumulus, Nimbus, they are Latin names. So yes. What cloud? This one. What cloud is this? Look. The first one.
I need the author.
It's a
Cumulus.
cumulus. Yeah. Cumulus. And we have this and this.
Stone.
What do you think?
Stratus.
Stone. Stratus.
Stratus
No.
is this, and this is Cirrus. Remember that says that Cirrus here. Cirrus is the highest
Mm,
in the sky, like this. Highest. Wait, Cirrus. This, like this. The highest in the sky. So the highest in the sky, I think, is this, Cirrus.
mhm.
And Stratus is a bit different. Stratus is a bit different. It's like this. So it's this one. Stratus. And Nimbus, remember, Nimbus is the cloud of the rain. This
Mhm.
rainy. So yes. Then we have this. Test your memory. Kelvin, can you read the fourth exercise? This. Test your memory.
Yeah, test your memory. Complete the sentence with the past simple positive or negative of the verbs in brackets. Then look at the article again to check your answer.
Yeah,
Answer.
answer. Yeah, the W is silent.
Yeah.
We have to complete the 6 sentences using the past tense in positive or in negative. For
Okay.
example, clouds didn't have or clouds had.
Yeah.
Clouds, names in 1800, they had or they didn't have?
They had.
They had.
Mhm.
Had.
I think that the paragraph says that it was after the 1800s, but let's see.
Yeah.
Before the 1800s, the clouds didn't have names. The idea started in 1802. So in the 1800s,
Didn't.
they didn't have names. It started here in 1802. Fíjense, la primera vez que sugirió estos nombres fue en 1802. Entonces, en 1800s todavía no, they didn't have names. So, didn't have names. People understood the clouds very well in this year, or they didn't understand the clouds very well?
Didn't understand.
I think they
Didn't-
didn't. Yeah, they didn't understand the clouds very well here. People didn't understand them very well, says here. People didn't understand them very well. Then Luke Howard wrote or didn't write a scientific paper in 1802.
Road.
Road.
He wrote, yes. He, a meteorologist. He was or he
He
was?
was.
Yes. He was a I think he was a chemist, no?
No. He was.
He was a chemist.
He
O era
was.
también
Sí, he is a chemist.
He was an English chemist. English chemist. But no dice que sea meteorólogo, creo que no decía, no. He was a chemist. He was a chemist. So he wasn't a meteorologist, he was a chemist. Here, he was a chemist. He, combinations of 4 Latin names to describe clouds.
Music.
He used,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
4, it was 4, let's see. He used the combination of these names. The names are Cumulus, Stratus, and Cirrus. So no 4, 3. 3 names. Empezó con estos 3 y luego hizo combinaciones. Entonces, sí hizo combinaciones, pero no de 4, de 3. He didn't use
Mhm.
he didn't use combination of 4. He used combination of 3. He didn't, didn't use. And the last one, the meteorologists using the names for clouds.
Started.
Started. Yes, perfect. So this is the paragraph about the clouds. I think it's really interesting. It has a lot of new vocabulary. I'm going to send you the photo if you want to read it again. It's here. Tiene bastantes palabras nuevas, obviamente, porque nunca hablamos de nubes o de ciencia. Pero bueno, lo pueden leer varias veces. Aquí les he señalado como lo más importante. Y esto también se los voy a pasar. Creo que eso era lo único de las... Sí, that was the only thing about clouds. This here. So, talking about this, for today, I have here an exercise. Para terminar con este tema de weather, the weather exercises, I have for today 4 people, Miriel, Almutasem, Maida, and Haruna. 4 people, they are going to say what is their favorite type of weather. Okay.
Mhm.
So for today, we're going to listen to this. What are these people favorite type of weather? Haruna, Maida, Almutasem, and Miriel. And then we are going to match the person to one of the sentences. For example, I prefer the warm. Is for, I don't know, Haruna, for example. Haruna says that she likes warm. Sunny, Miriel. Miriel likes sunny. Maida likes hot. In Jeddah is always hot. So, to finish this, para terminar, les voy a enviar 4 audios al grupo y ustedes van a estar escribiendo cuál es el tipo de clima, de favorite weather, favorite for these people here. For Haruna, Maida, Almutasem y Miriel. Yes? Do you understand?
Yes.
Ya. Los voy a cerrar el chat para buscar los audios porque no sé dónde, no los tengo en el drive. Lo voy a enviar y les voy a dar chance para que lo escuchen y escriban cuál es el favorite weather de Miriel, Almutasem, Maida y Haruna. Yes? So,
Hi guys, reach.
do you have any other question?
No.
Alejandra, tell me.
Take a screen in the page.
A screenshot.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to send it. So,
Yeah.
if you have any other question about weather, about the vocabulary, about the clouds, anything, tell me. Nope. No questions. But first,
Cloudy. If it is cloudy.
cloudy?
And,
When we have a lot of clouds, cloudy.
cloud.
Nuboso. Cloudy. Nuboso. Cuando hay muchas nubes. Nuboso. Cloudy. A cloudy. Es un día nublado, nuboso. Es cloudy day. Like this. Yeah? Do you understand?
Mhm.
Yeah? Fine. Perfect. So, well, we are ready for today. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send the audios and I see you tomorrow. Yes? So, bye. Ya les voy a...
Bye.
My turn.
Un segundo.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.